We'll never see it coming. The Shoot Brothers podcast is here, hosted by Mike the Shoot Shepherd, Cameron Thunder Osborne.
Kaboom!
That's right. That's the tagline for SummerSlam, in case you didn't know. You'll never see it coming.
I didn't know until I opened up the Wikipedia page for SummerSlam
Yeah.
and saw a very, very uncomfortable looking Fiend, Bray Wyatt, gazing down at me, you know?
I think he's flexible. He can hold that pose for a while.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You don't see it. You see the pose of him doing his in the corner look behind him, bend over thing, but you don't see that he's holding onto the ring ropes. So it kind of just looks like. Oh, of course, it kind of just looks like the photo. I don't know. It gives me the impression that he's just standing there and.
If he could do that without holding the ropes, that'd be
wild. He's
impressive.
way too top heavy to do that.
I know, but that'd be a fucking cool visual.
Maybe that'll be what we'll never see coming.
Movie.
Maybe that's
they can
it.
green screen it. It's the Thunderdome. We'll get to that. But yes, we are the Shoot Brothers podcast. We got a huge weekend of wrestling. We got pay-per-views, takeovers. We got all the regular shit in between. Dynamite's happening on a Saturday. Everything's out of whack. Everything's crazy. But we're here. We're alive.
Yeah, we're here. Nothing has changed really so much in our life or anything like that. Whether they move wrestling from a Wednesday to a Saturday, really, I guess I'm still gonna watch it.
It doesn't really affect me that deeply.
Do you think there are fans out there though who are adamant on that kind of no? Wrestling is on Mondays and Wednesdays.
There probably were some people that tuned in Wednesday and didn't see Dynamite and were like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, well, that's another reason to listen to the Shoot Brothers wrestling podcast.
That's right. We got all the scoops.
We got all the scoops. You hear all the information. Let's kick off the show. Let's do our first little segment. The first little segment we always do because the wrestling week has to start somewhere. So it might as well start with the crowning a new champion. Might as well start crowning a new champion, a new Tweet of the Week champion. It's the Tweet of the Week. It's the Tweet of the Week.
Let's get this belt out of here.
Yeah, because who is the current champion? Shotzi Blackheart, right? Because Shotzi Blackheart lost her stuff, which apparently she found. By the way,
yeah, that happened in between, I guess, while you were gone. Just one of the many. That feels like the smallest thing that happened now.
That's the smallest detail. I'm gone for 4 days, and the entire world just changes over. She apparently found it. So I don't know if it's because we talked about it or.
I actually saw the video. It was pretty funny because she's like in full gear when she goes to meet the cops and like get her car, and she looks in the trunk and all her stuff's in there. It's like yes. So
she's like, guys, I got a taping to do in like 20 minutes. Can we?
And it was so funny because like the cops weren't even like, this is Florida. They don't. Girl in green hair and punk outfit, they don't give a fuck.
They're probably like, hello, normal citizen.
But yes, great to have a happy ending to that story.
Yeah, I'm great. She could get her stuff back.
But yes, as you were.
Of course, yeah. I'm just glad to hear that Shotzi Blackheart got her stuff back. We'll see her later on NXT this week. But this week's Tweet League champion, of course, it doesn't have to be people, right? This has happened before. It doesn't always have to be a person. It can be a place, a thing, a brand sometimes, or even just an institution. Because earlier in the week, a concerned WWE fan brought something up that we always talk about. When they tweeted, between weekly kidnappings in the Full Sail car park and Retribution getting into trash the place, WWE security are truly useless. We've been saying this for years. The Performance Center parking lot and the Full Sail parking lot are truly the most dangerous places in the world.
Yeah.
But no. Well, we're still going. We're still going, Mike. We're still going, Mike.
Yeah.
Because this concerned wrestling fan brought up some things, but I guess because they said Full Sail. The people at Full Sail University saw this. And they did respond to this wrestling WWE fan by saying, campus safety is our top priority. Full Sail has a dedicated security team patrolling campus 24/7. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concern for us. Guys, Mike, the Full Sail crew is on it. They are
on it, but are they... How on it are they?
Campus safety is their top priority. Is this a shoot?
Or are they just working this guy? Are they working this guy? Are they playing along? Or are they shooting?
Now, the shoot meter is flying. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm glad you brought this up. It just lays out to... this is a good one. This is a good
I
one.
want to know. Yeah.
I want to know. Hopefully, we have more details to follow. But just because that we don't know, Full Sail University, you are the Tweeted League champion.
Good for them. Either way, whether they were trying to be funny or serious, they were doing a good deed.
Well, now, and of course, anytime there's a new Tweeted League champion, they become. And I don't follow them on Twitter because then your Twitter's it will just be clouded with WWE stuff. But
Yeah.
I add them to like my mental list of people to keep an eye on. You know, I'm always heading over to Randy Orton's Twitter, always heading over to Wale's Twitter after we found out he was a wrestling fan. And Full Sail University is just kind of a new part of that list for me.
All right. We'll keep tabs on them.
Okay, yeah, we'll hopefully check in soon.
Congratulations, Full Sail.
Congrats, Full Sail. Let's keep moving because, yeah, so I'm gone for like 4 days. Like
Yeah.
no time at all, and everything changes. So let's cover that. Let's take a little trip around the ring.
Around the ring, 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 around the ring.
Indeed, yes, some crazy shit
So now,
inside the ring.
I was up in the cottage country where there was no Wi-Fi or anything like that, and you know, in moments like this, you choose like I'm gonna take a repose from my normal, you know, being on your phone and all the technology and stuff, and just embrace nature. So that's really what I did.
Yeah.
I put my phone down, turned my data off, and said, you know what, I'm off the grid as far as I'm concerned. I like the second I got back to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, a bunch of let's just get right into the craziest shit of all.
Please do.
I think everyone in the wrestling world has heard by now the attempted kidnapping of Sonya Deville in her home in Florida, I think.
Probably.
Doesn't matter, but yeah, so some guy shows up, cuts open her screen door, gets in the house, the alarms are going off. Sonya comes like face to face with this guy. She starts running. I'm going to retell her tale because it's quite harrowing. So she comes face to face with this intruder. He's dressed in all black. He's got a mask on. He's got a knife. She runs down the hall. She goes into her friend's room, who was later revealed to be Mandy Rose. So she goes. She wakes up Mandy. She's like, we got to go. There's a guy in the house. What the fuck's going on? So, and at the same time, she has like a security system in her house. So they saw on the screen that the guy ran upstairs. I guess he didn't know which way she went. So then the two of them run out the house, get into the car. Sonya's in such a panic, she can't even start the car. She's pushing the gas instead of the brake, and she's fucking up. And they get out of there. They call the cops. The cops come. They arrest the guy. He had a knife. He had zip ties. He had mace. He had all this shit. Duct tape. He told them he was planning on kidnapping her and all this other shit. So he's in court. No bail. He's fucked. But what a mess.
What a story.
Yeah, and that's like it could have had a different ending and one of the worst tragedies in the history of wrestling.
That could have been that might have been the top.
And that's even still, this is one of the most fucked up stories I've ever heard. And
the fact that Mandy Rose was there too, and that she even woke up.
yeah, she was sleeping. Sonya went and got her friend. They got the hell out of there, and this could be like a PTSD type thing. She could deal with this for a long time.
Yeah,
Not even feeling safe in your own home.
It seems like a horror movie or something.
Yeah, so that's fucking insane. Who knows what's gonna happen? They're scheduled to wrestle on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure by all means they're like, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But they probably, knowing them, are gonna want to wrestle. So.
Well, I guess we do have our one last episode of SmackDown. So
we don't know how this is gonna play out. Whether who knows? Who knows if they'll address anything? They'll just say something horrible happened in real
because
life.
like the fact that they were there together too.
Yeah. At this point, obviously kayfabe doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They can
we all know that.
But no, it's crazy. I saw a couple of just like clips and stuff too of Sonya in the court. I forget her real name, so I'm just gonna call her Sonya. But yeah, she looked real shaken up and distraught over the whole thing, having to talk about it. And hopefully this scumbag goes away for a long, long time.
Yes, we can all agree. We can all agree.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
Christ.
that's the crazy shit. I'm sure there's even more details that come out. Who knows? But
well, the
yeah,
duck
that's insane.
the duck taking zip ties. That's all
the
the
zip
details.
the man himself said he was planning on doing some fucked up shit. So.
And you know what? Like he wasn't. She could have kicked the shit out of him. 1,000%.
Probably, but who knows?
1,000%. You saw the photo of this guy?
Oh yeah, no, she could have, but yeah, if he stabs her or something.
Oh, of course. You
And
know,
I'm
I'm,
sure
I'm
her
just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, you put them in the fight pit.
Put
Sony's kicking his
Sonya
ass.
Deville and this dude in the fight pit. Timothy Thatcher, special guest referee. He calls a fair
Yeah.
fight every time.
But no, this what a moment though. Could have been one of the worst moments in history.
Yeah.
But Sonya, we're glad you're okay, and your friend Mandy. Let's all be.
The two of them. Yeah.
Yeah. But a couple other pieces here. WWE announced the Thunderdome is coming. Did you hear about the Thunderdome?
It's coming.
I don't even know how they can get away with that.
That's all. It's
I
all we
thought someone
know.
would have owned. I thought someone would have owned that trademark.
You would
Thunderdome.
think it's the year 2020. Someone would own the name Thunderdome. It's crazy
Yeah.
that they were able. Like, how?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe,
But
maybe it was just years of everyone assuming somebody owned a trademark to Thunderdome, or maybe Vince has owned it this whole time and we didn't even know.
maybe. Well, anyways, the Thunderdome and WWE's finally moving out of the Performance Center. They're gonna lease out. I forget what is it, Amway Center or
The
something.
Amway Center.
The Amway Center, so a nice, more of a full-sized arena. They're going to fill it out with a bunch of special gadgets. There's going to be LED boards for fans to show up on and all that.
It's going to be a similar thing to that NBA fan side.
Yeah, it'll be
thing.
similar. More lasers, more pyro.
I think the Amway Center is kind of like a Rico Coliseum sized.
Okay, so maybe
place.
like a 6,000, 8,000. Something.
Yeah, it's not going to hold. It's not going to hold a huge.
You don't want to get 20,000 individual LED.
Yeah,
boards.
it's. I
fill
think
every
I
seat.
think it's kind of like ACC but without the top bowl, like just the lower bowl, like that kind of size.
Well, we'll see how it looks. It should be fun.
Yeah,
Shake it up a little bit.
Shake it up. We're all looking for something new. And these Dynamite shows have always had that different look, different feel. Maybe trying to capture something else then.
Yeah, so I think they're debuting the Thunderdome on SmackDown tonight, and then
Yes,
throughout the weekend we'll get it.
I guess like, and Raw is going to move there too, and
Yeah, I think NXT stays at.
if NXT's a Full Sail thing,
Yeah.
which is cool. They can have their own vibe.
That's cool,
now.
yeah.
No, that's where the fight pit is. They already built the fight pit in
Yeah.
the basement of Full Sail. I guess my only question now is what happens to Raw Underground.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe it'll just be done.
Are we to think? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt this because this is very pertinent news. Are we meant to think that like Raw Underground is happening at the exact same time as the rest of Raw? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Weird.
they're just all hanging out there, and they cut back and forth.
Or like it's weird that building or that room exists at the Performance Center.
Yeah, I
Like this
guess
like
it's just
sweaty, dimly lit
Yeah.
this fight area. Like you think at the PC, even if it was storage, it would be storing like important stuff. Like did they clear out the room?
I'm sure they did some set dressing here.
Did they clear out the room? And then Shane McMahon was like, yeah, clear it all out. Put a little stage right here. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll get to that. There'll be some more Raw Underground.
Yeah. Maybe this week on Raw Underground they'll explain some of the finer like architectural details. Like those are my real questions.
Yeah. Well, there was a bit of controversy. Some COVID controversy as Jericho was out performing with Fozzy at some big motorcycle rally. And lots of videos surfaced, bunch of fans in close proximity, no masks, and this was mere days before Jericho was set to wrestle Orange Cassidy. So some people are upset about that, and then Jericho clapped back today because it was revealed that 7 people tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
And he
really?
said-
No way.
So he said, well, 7 people from that rally, not from AEW.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
7
sorry.
people who were at the concert.
At the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so Jericho says, 7 out of 450,000. which I don't know if that number is correct, 450,000. But either way, not a good look for Jericho there.
Yeah, it really wasn't. You know.
And there was some. He might have been out partying and might have. I don't know. Well, we'll get to that match soon. But there's even more news.
Oh my God!
It's been a busy week. Apparently, Renee Young is leaving WWE.
That's what they've been saying. Reports are she's given in her 2 weeks. I didn't know you could give in your 2 weeks at WWE like it was like you're at Swiss Chalet.
Well, their whole contract system is very weird.
Yeah, maybe everyone holds their own different contract. You're right, but that's right. I mean, I guess she hasn't been doing that. There was the Fox show that she was supposed to do with CM Punk.
Yeah,
and then that show stopped. What was it called? Backstage. So that show stopped, right? And now she's been doing really nothing. The odd kind of SmackDown or Raw appearance here and there.
Yeah, but no, I've heard that she's a hot commodity in the entertainment world. Like not just wrestling. Like ESPN's been scouting her, Fox Sports, things like that.
Oh, so. I'm sure. Yeah. No, we've known this since the Score days.
Oh, yeah, when she was Renee Paquette.
We've known this since the Renee Paquette days. And, I mean, AEW isn't the only option for her.
No, but there are hot rumors that she could show up there for a little bit, you know.
Why not?
Working with your husband, who wouldn't want to?
Why not,
for
right?
some couples. Why not?
You take the same plane together?
Yeah, the world is her box of Timbits. Okay, one last news. Let's just end on the lightest piece of news here.
Perfect.
Apparently, the XFL's not gonna die because none other than The Rock has stepped in with some friends and they've bought the XFL.
Yeah, I think we can call him Dwayne Johnson now. I think we've gotten to this point. On any of his out of
You may call him Dwayne Johnson.
All of his out of ring accolades. Yeah,
it's not a very cool name.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, good for the XFL. You know, I was really bad timing. They came back. It was all right. It was going okay, and then COVID.
It was going to survive the first.
It was
season.
Gonna make it.
It was gonna make it out.
We'll see. The Rock.
The Rock. Now all we need is for someone to revive Slam Ball.
We've been waiting for that.
Who would want to do? Who can Dwayne The Rock Johnson revive Slam Ball for us?
Didn't
too?
he do a basketball show called like Ballers?
Ballers.
Yeah.
I think it was a football thing. I don't know. I never saw it.
I don't know neither.
Oh, okay.
But I could speculate on it.
But I can speculate the hell out of it.
All right. So we jump into some wrestling.
Let's jump into some wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, a whole smorgasbord of stuff. So just fucking lay it on me, man. Where are we kicking this one off?
I feel like just because of the way things are laid out right now, we should go back in time to last week's Dynamite.
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Which is still the most current Dynamite because of the way things are right now.
Right. So Dynamite is like tomorrow. Dynamite's the same night as the Takeover.
Yeah, so I probably won't be watching Dynamite till like Monday.
Yeah, it may you may not get some time, of course, rescheduling because TNT plays basketball games, playoffs. We all get it, right? This makes sense to everybody.
It happens. It's the way she goes, but yeah, it's gonna be. Anyways, that'll be Saturday. There's some big stuff for that show, I think. But anyways, we're here, Dynamite, and they've got some fans in the crowd, real fans,
some real people. I heard about this too. They're gonna do like.
Pockets.
Yeah, like so 10% capacity of that place is 550 people.
Yeah, so it's that's a small number, but enough to make some noise, some good noise.
Yeah, I'd be stoked if I was there.
Oh yeah, I'd love to be there. And JR even noted, he's like, they're all playing by the rules here, folks. They got their mask, they got their distance. Playing by the rules.
Playing by the rules here, folks.
Yeah. Oh boy, I don't even know what to do here.
Why don't we just kick off because it was a tag team appreciation night of sorts.
That's right.
It certainly felt like
tag team action. Young Bucks taking on the Dark Orders. They get ambushed on the way to the ring. Who comes out? I don't even remember. They're all the Dark Order's there. They
nobody comes out. This was just a Young Bucks versus Grayson Uno type thing.
Oh, right. I remember. Matt got thrown down the tunnel, and then he came back.
He had to crawl back.
That's what I was. It was just Matt coming back. He was fine.
Just
but,
madness all over the place.
It was madness. Dark Order, they try to hit their finish, but Nick rolls through, holds Uno down, gets a 3 count.
For a solid 3, Dark Order clicking a little bit lately.
Yeah, Uno's impressed me. He's looking slimmer, trimmer. He's smoother in the ring.
Yeah, maybe loiled up that little body, the leather that he's wearing, slipping around. I guess that's about all it. Yeah, Dark Order's coming up.
They're coming up, but first we got MJF coming out here for another political address on his campaign trail to the world title at All Out. And he's got his assistant Nina. She's got a name now, and she's just showing some polling numbers, some graphics. MJF's way ahead, like 1,000%. So he's just talking about Moxley, the world title. He even lays on his back to continue his promo. And he's just talking about John until eventually Moxley comes out, but MJF's got his security goons to block the entrances. But then he uses the actual entranceway to just come down. And,
for once. Yeah, he's never.
If
you're John Moxley and you want to surprise somebody, come in the normal way.
Yeah. So he comes down, hits a big paradigm shift right on his head onto MJF. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Title match.
When is All Out? September something?
I think it's like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Labor Day weekend.
That's going to be Labor Day weekend. Yeah, big step for MJF, a big match, but I don't know if he can beat John Moxley.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't lost yet either though in singles, so what's going to happen?
Yeah, like he can keep pulling off this ridiculously pompous thing. He can still do it. He could do this every single week, but I still don't think he can beat John Moxley.
No, I mean, kayfabe wise, he shouldn't have the advantage or anything to be able to. So, no. But we'll see. He's got that Wardlow in his corner.
Of course,
you never know. Or maybe Renee Young will make her debut.
Kick him in the balls, something like that.
Kick Moxley in the balls.
Oh.
The heel turn.
That would be nuts. That would be like a Mark's dream come true.
That'd be
or
crazy.
Something. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
boy.
There's just there's a smile on my face just thinking about it.
I know.
Oh,
all right. Let's get back to reality. We got a TNT title match here. Cody defending against Scorpio Sky, and the TNT title is now finished. I gotta say, it looks nicer
in the full gold, or
the full gold, bit shinier.
Yeah, it does look better. It does look
better. Still not the best title in the company, but still looks better.
What are you gonna do? There has to be a worse looking title.
Yeah. But anyways, then we also got another surprise. AEW has picked up veteran referee Mike Chioda, who was let go during the releasing from WWE.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest refs of all time.
He was with the company for like 20 years or something.
Yeah, he was a vet. But anyways, we get a fun little match here. Cody looking for his 9th title defense, and he gets the job done. He hits the crossroads, and that's it. I thought Scorpio Sky would come a little bit closer, but he didn't quite. And he never made me believe he would win.
And all of SCU has been, I mean, I don't watch Dark, but it feels like they've been like just non-existent.
Yeah, I don't even know where the hell Daniels and
weren't they? Didn't they? They just won.
They were
the tag champs.
Like back before they come Omega and Page, but I don't know. Yeah, this just kind of felt like just another notch on Cody's defense.
Yeah, I think there has to be opportunities too where he doesn't have to literally defend it every single week. It's okay.
No, and that'd be too much.
Put some women's action in here or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But afterwards, Brody Lee shows up on the screen, and he's got the other TNT title, the unfinished one. So I guess, I don't know. Maybe they shot it before.
Is stealing titles like his thing or something?
He's a little bandit. But,
a little bandit.
So he challenges them to an official match for this Saturday special edition Dynamite. So yeah, there you go. They can unify these two TNT
Unify
titles.
the two, and it's going to be half silver, half gold. It's going to look
boy.
great.
Yeah. But then we got the tag champs, Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, taking on Jurassic Express in the tag title match.
A tag team championships.
Yeah, and fun little match. Marco Stunt outside the ring doing his thing. Omega doesn't like him though. He just takes him out at one point.
Just slaps him to the ground.
Yeah. But Jungle Boy looks great, flying all around. Luchasaurus, he hits his finisher on Hangman, all alone in the ring, but he kicks out. Nearly had new champs there.
Oh, so close.
But the champs fight back, and they hit the last call on Jungle Boy, get the win, retain the titles.
Didn't he? But didn't he go after Marco Stunt with like a V trigger? I think he went towards him like at the end, just for like no reason.
Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing that a little bit lately. He's been doing some heelish things.
God.
But it is Tag Team Appreciation Night because the FTR had it in their contract. So here they are. They're in the ring. They've got the Young Bucks, and they got the veterans, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and the Rock and Roll Express. They're here. So, the Bucks and the FTR, they cut a promo. They put over the legends, and then the old men, they get on the mic. They say their little piece, putting over the young guys. But not Tully. He's feeling chipper. He's looking angry. He just snatches the microphone and says, "If you ain't got the belts, you can't talk about being the best." And then he gets in Arn Anderson's face. So Sean Spears comes out to the ramp, and Arn says, "I know what's going on." And he just leaves the ring. And then Ricky Morton says, "Fuck it." He pops Tully in the face, and then all the old men have to get pulled apart. and with all the old men in the ring, Dax is the one who falls down and hurts his knee. But it's all just a ploy. As the Young Bucks, what did they attack? I forget what happened.
Yeah, I think just more confrontation ensued.
Or wait, the FTR, they attacked the Rock and Roll Express and hit a big double pile driver on the old man.
Fucking poor Ricky Morton. Poor,
yeah.
You can just call him Ricky Morton. I'm pretty sure he has a real name.
I don't know why I'm being so rude.
And also another thing, though, Sean Spears.
Sean Spears was here. The glove.
Came
Did he
out
use
with
the glove?
He's been wearing.
I want to see more of that loaded glove.
I just want to know what's the deal with the glove.
It's a good. Well, when he puts the little steel thing in it, that's a good gimmick.
Yeah, that works.
Punching a man with metal because it works. But yeah, do it more often. Make it mean something.
Make it mean something.
But then we go backstage. Chris Jericho, he approaches Mike Chioda. They've known each other a long time, and he's trying to sway him for his main event match later in Orange Cassidy because he's going to be the ref. So he's saying, "Come on, Mike, help me out here."
Known each other forever. Help me out.
Before that, we got Hikaru Shida taking on Heather Monroe, making her AEW debut. But she's just here to do the job, so Shida gets the quick win with a nice little submission. Didn't catch what they called it.
Mm-hmm. Did I catch it? No.
Doesn't matter. Hikaru Shida. Let's go.
What's going on with this women's division, though?
Makes me a little sad.
Really dough. I mean, we already have this women's tag tournament on YouTube.
Yeah, which like we said, we could have replaced one of those other tag matches earlier with this women's tag.
Like we could have. Like, so why didn't we? Or even if it's that Cody match, or because I feel like Britt Baker's going to come back to nothing.
Yeah, she's going to get her match. She's going to get a title shot. And then what?
I mean, look
Penelope Ford.
Look how we're booking Hikaru Shida right now. Like, she's the champion, isn't she?
She is the champion.
And look how she's being booked. It's pretty much just like Heather Monroe. The week before it was Diamante.
Yeah.
Or
and then whoever else.
Whoever it was before, and whoever it will be on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck? What the heck, Mike?
I'm with you.
I know you're 100%. With me. I'm trying to get you riled up.
I know the talent is there. Penelope Ford's been missing for weeks after having one of the breakout matches of the year.
Having a breakout match, a potential Rookie of the Year breakout star Shooty award-winning performance.
Yeah, but I'll give you a quick Deadly Draw update at the end here. But we got a main event to get to first. Chris Jericho taking on Orange Cassidy in a $7,000 obligation match. due to that jacket being ruined by the orange juice.
And due to the jacket being worth $7,000.
Apparently. But, and another stip, Best Friends and Inner Circle have both been barred from ringside.
Barred from ringside, yes.
So Orange Cassidy comes out. He's not fooling around out of the gate. He's looking real strong. He's showing a bunch of aggression and poise. But Jericho fights back, starts slamming him into the rail all around the ring. He holds this extremely long vertical suplex for like 3 minutes through the commercial break at one point.
Did he hold it through the commercial break?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He did it twice. He did it once, and then he did it again.
I just skipped it. Wow.
I think that gassed Jericho, though.
That was a little too much for him.
Because, I got to say, a couple sloppy spots in this match here for Jericho. He didn't know how to take a fucking dragon screw at one point.
Yeah. I also
Which is a move he's taken 1,000 times.
Isn't that like a very normal wrestling move?
Yeah. So Cassidy, he's got the leg and he's twists, but then Jericho just kind of falls on his back instead of twisting with him. And they did that like 3 times, and every time Jericho fucked it up. So
right.
Anyways, Jericho, he hits a code breaker. Cassidy kicks out. He's got the walls locked in, but he escapes out of that. So he's getting frustrated. He grabs Floyd the Bat, but then Mike Chioda's like, "What are you doing?" So Chris just says, "Turn around." So he turns around. Chris raises the bat, but Chioda steals it from him at the last second. And that allows Orange Cassidy. He tries to roll him up. Chris kicks out, but he's fired up now, so he starts just beating the shit out of Chris, takes off his arm bandage, and nails a massive Superman punch. The Orange Punch, they called it now.
Orange Punch. Love it.
Orange Punch. I love it.
Love
All
it, yeah.
pulp with that one, says Taz. They got to get those lines
That's the
in.
shirt. That's the shirt, Mike.
So he hits the finish, but then Santana and Ortiz come running out. But then the Best Friends come out. They're all brawling. This distracts the ref, so Jake Hager comes running in. He slams Orange Cassidy. He runs off. Jericho covers him, but he kicks out. So they go at it some more. Jericho kicks Cassidy in the balls, and then he goes for the Judas effect, but Orange Cassidy avoids it, locks in the mousetrap cover, and gets the 3 count. But Jericho botched this as well.
Yeah.
Which was unfortunate.
It looked like it just kind of ended up looking like a little roll up.
Yeah, he was supposed to kind of like roll forward, but he ended up just laying flat on his back and looked weird, but Orange Cassidy still picks up the biggest win of his career.
The biggest win and financially saving move of his career. So,
Yeah.
I think this match, we got the win. Orange Cassidy is now a fully formed gimmick instead of just being this, a slightly 1 or 2 punchline kind of guy.
Oh, yeah. He showed this was mostly a full-on serious match from him.
So, do we have a grudge match?
They got to have something. I mean, Orange Cassidy's got to be on the all-out card.
Yeah.
Jericho's got to be on the all-out card, so I don't know.
So maybe
a cage match?
Maybe all signs are leading to that again. Yeah, the 3 of them in a gimmicked match. And fuck. And in that case, is Cassidy going over?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see on Saturday what the follow-up for this is.
Yeah, well, whatever the follow-up for this is. But yeah, looking forward to All Out in a couple weeks.
Yes, good for you.
I was watching because I was aware of like the schedule changes, and then I turn on YouTube, go to my subscriptions, and I subscribe to the AEW channel, and it said premiering now live All Out. And I was like, what the fuck? And I click it, and then it's not like, and I had this moment of like, holy shit, All Out is happening right now. And then I click it, and then I read the rest of the title, which was Live All Out, like September 3rd, 2018. I'm like, fuck. I got so, and then I rewatched a little bit of it. It was pretty fun, but yeah, I just got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I did hear that they are playing, like the next 2 Wednesdays, they're playing part 1 and part 2 of All Out or something.
Yeah, so that's what it was. Just really just part 1 of last year's All Out, but still.
Well, let's just quickly go over the deadly draw here, the women's tournament.
Right.
Because we had the semifinals, Big Swole and Lil Swole were taking on the Nightmare Sisters. And, Big Swole's looking good when Britt Baker comes out on her golf cart with a megaphone. distracts Swole. So Allie hits her finisher, gets the wins. So Nightmare Sisters go to the finals.
Going to the finals in a move that nobody saw? Question mark?
I saw.
Okay. In a move that everybody saw, yeah, they're going to the finals.
They're going to the finals. Who are they going to face? Let's find out. Because Diamante and Eva Lise were taking on Tay Conti and Anna Jay. And, Anna Jay continues to be escorted by the Dark Order here. But they don't stick around for the match. They just walk her out. And that's too bad for her because Eva Lise and Diamante, they hit a double-assisted sliced bread and pick up the win. So they will face the Nightmare Sisters in the finals on this Saturday's Dynamite. So they're getting some television.
Finally getting some television time. Still bummed out that Anna Jay immediately went, first episode on Dynamite and then went to the Dark Order. Because I loved the Broadway show-esque gimmick that she had going for her.
Yeah, they even did a hype video for it, didn't they?
And it was the glitz and the flashy lights and the chorus line dancing, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to see. The top.
She could have been like a Lacey Evans commitment.
Of course, she had the little the bow tie on, but damn,
well,
yeah, it was
not yet, but maybe they're keeping that for when she breaks free.
Maybe they're keeping that, but we do know Dark Order does need some female presence, if they truly want to take over the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. Where should we go next? What's Blue Brands?
Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait. We used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown Live. You said it, so we're going there because we're talking It's not Thunderdome time yet.
Not yet. Yeah, so we're a little bit back here, but more Retribution stuff going on, of course.
Immediately, they right
at the beginning of the show, they're supposed to get Big E's supposed to fight John Morrison, but before they could even fight, the lights are flickering, the Retribution comes down, Cole and Graves run off again like squirrels being chased by a dog. Morrison and Big E just get beaten down, and so backstage, the locker room, they're all bickering. King Corbin tries to step up as a leader, but Big E's just shut your mouth. And Big E gives the leader speech, and Sheamus comes in doing his sarcastic thing.
Doing his,
just applauding, oh, you're all junkies.
Retribution. He says something they're not gonna fuck with me because they're scared, and then he's like, well, you know what? Fuck you. It was pretty much that.
Pretty much.
And then all the baby faces leave, on the left, they leave going down one hall. Come on, faces, let's go. I think Shinsuke might have been there.
But then Sasha and Bayley come out. We got a bunch of security now. They're watching the barricades for Retribution. And,
we do legitimately have to worry about these people.
So they cut a promo. They're defending their titles at SummerSlam, and the other piece of news, they got to defend the tag titles the very next week at Payback. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, we have a pay-per-view 1 week after SummerSlam.
How is that? How?
So this normally never happens, but...
is there a reason?
Well, there's hot rumors flying around that SummerSlam's going to end with a big angle that's going to need immediate payback the following week.
Oh, shit. Is Roman Reigns going to come...
maybe Retribution. There's only one way to fight Retribution.
Is Roman Reigns a member of Retribution? And he's going to fuck everybody up in the Thunderdome? God, I miss him so much. Back when Roman Reigns was around, life just made sense. So maybe it's not so much that I miss Roman.
Some normalcy.
I miss the sense of normalcy that life with Roman Reigns brought me. Because what was it going to bring me? It was going to bring me a 17.5-minute match. That was fine. That was pretty good. They were never bad.
No.
God,
I don't know.
Roman Reigns, if you're listening to this.
If he's in.
Come back to the Thunderdome.
But Sasha and Bayley, they stay in the ring because they're going to do the ring introductions for the Triple Brand Battle Royal. We got, for the number one contender to see who will face Bayley at SummerSlam. We got the Iconics. We got Tegan Knox and Shotzi from NXT. Lacey Evans, Asuka,
Naomi,
Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott,
Bianca Belair. So pretty much everybody who's not in the title picture.
Yeah.
Is
all
there.
your faves and some of your...
Picture all of them.
But you know what? Yeah, they did a good job in this match, telling little stories. Like Iconics, they were fucking around with Ruby and Liv. Naomi and Lacey, they continue their beefing. Even Shotzi Blackheart and Shayna Baszler. If you remember back all those months ago when Shotzi had that shocking elimination in a battle royal in NXT when she dumped Shayna Baszler to the floor.
Oh, I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, they didn't even mention it, but maybe they didn't remember either. But I thought it was a fun callback.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure somebody was thinking about it.
Because Shayna eliminates Shotzi this time, unfortunately. But anyways, we get down to the final three. Tegan Knox, Shayna Baszler, and Asuka. Shayna just picks up Tegan for this gut-wrench powerbomb, but then they just kind of fall into the ropes on their way there. But anyways, they get her over. They eliminate her. Dana Brooke appears because she actually did not get eliminated, so she's back in the ring, but right after she's eliminated. So we're down to Asuka and Baszler. Asuka gets knocked over the ropes. She's hanging on the apron. Bayley and Sasha try to pull her down, but she kicks them away. And then Shayna nails Asuka to the floor, but she lands right on the backs of Bayley and Sasha. So she's alive. She gets back up and then pulls Shayna over the ropes to the floor. Asuka wins.
So does that mean? Does that
belts.
mean what I think it means?
What? Asuka 2 belts?
Wow.
It's possible.
Well, yeah. So crazy, and yeah, with this other pay-per-view coming like the week after. Yeah, you're right. Who the hell knows? Because yeah, I mean, which match is going to be booked first?
There's many ways this.
There's a lot of ways this can go down. SummerSlam is going to be a lot of fun just to see what Asuka can do, if anything.
Yeah. We go backstage though. Nikki Cross. She sees Alexa Bliss and she's so happy. She runs up, she hugs her, apologizes for the way she's been acting, and she just wants to know, are you okay? What happened with the Fiend? And Alexa's like, don't worry, I'm fine. But Nikki's like, but the Fiend. So Alexa's like, whatever, man. I got to go get some answers from Braun. She's not looking too happy.
She's not. No.
Anyways, a couple other, AJ Styles comes out for his phenomenal intercontinental statistics system.
The piss?
The piss. Yes. And he's got this dweeb in a suit with him, and they're just talking about statistics and being a champ, and he's got his whiteboard, and he says no one deserves a shot. So Jeff Hardy comes out, cuts a promo. He wants that shot. So AJ's like, I don't want to face you. Hell no. You got to earn it. So then Hardy smacks him around and writes his name on the board. So, and then later backstage, Kayla talks to AJ, and he accepts the challenge. So that's going to happen tonight.
And that's what we thought was going to happen. We thought Jeff Hardy was circling that kind of thing. But I want to say, Mike, you said that AJ Styles appeared with some nerd.
Well, I know who he was.
I think you said no. That's Abyss, former TNA.
Yes, Abyss
NWA,
from TNA. Yeah, I knew who he was, but I didn't know if you knew.
Hey, I'm there, baby. You think I'm not? I'm not cruising the web.
No.
Looking out for scoops. Yeah. I'm just trying.
There he was.
Been trying to find AC Dirt this whole time. I haven't been able to find him.
Well,
but you know what? I found something that AC Dirt would be very interested in.
What was that?
If you know how to find him.
Because
Lars Sullivan's posting workouts on Instagram has been for the past 4 months. I'm just leaving the little nugget of information out into the world.
Okay. For anyone that happens to follow Lars Sullivan,
or curious about how much he can squat, anything and anything in between.
Let's move along here. We can skip a couple things. There was some stuff in between, more of Shorty G and Corbin backing him up, calling him Chad, greasing the wheels,
which is nice, but sure.
I like it. Yeah. But we get a sit-down interview with Alexa, and she just talks about her history with Braun and, how they became close friends during the Mixed Match Challenge. And she's asked if she ever considered things romantically. And she says maybe. They cared about each other a lot. And so they ask her what it was like being around The Fiend. And she says it was terrifying, but also compelling. Like, once you've interacted with him, you can feel his presence. And she doesn't know how to... She was like a moth to a flame. So, and then they address Strowman saying she doesn't give a damn about Alexa last week and asks how it made her feel. And she just goes silent. So.
It's crazy how fast this Alexa Bliss in the Universal title picture has happened.
Yeah,
diving
right in.
Yeah, or it was just like, I feel like it may have been a month ago that her and Nikki Cross had a little pushing match. They kind of fell out there. It just feels like we've just put a rocket up. Whatever's happening here, there's a rocket up its ass.
Yeah. And I'm on for the ride.
And we're just holding on, like that last scene of Doctor Strangelove when he's riding the
nuke.
And I'm sure there's probably a Simpsons episode. Like, I'm sure
Homer imitates it.
I'm sure Peter Griffin did it. I'm sure.
I remember. Homer rides it, and he's like, "Hey!" and he points to the sign and says, "Do not ride the bomb."
Does he have a cowboy hat on?
He's going, "Woohoo!"
Oh, are they? I bet they're at like a museum or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riding the nuke. Great movie, great film,
and great TV show.
Doctor Strangelove. Oh, it's Simpsons. Yes. Or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Yeah, fantastic. Might watch that one tonight. Now that you said it out loud.
Yes, great Kubrick classic.
Might just watch it.
But then at one point, Mandy Rose backstage cuts a scathing promo on Sonya Deville and lays out a challenge: hair versus hair match for SummerSlam. Sonya accepts.
A hair versus hair. Yeah, we get these two backstage promos. Fucking fantastic.
Great work. Yeah, I think Sonya might have had a new tattoo on her arm.
Like, if you asked me last year, like, hey, is Mandy Rose gonna cut a bomb ass very short promo? I probably would have said no. But this whole feud that she's doing with Sonya, and Sonya's the exact same. Yeah, like this is possibly the hottest rivalry right now that I can think of.
Yeah, and who knows what the hell's going to happen with that?
I know. I feel. Oh my God, one of them's going to have.
Crazy.
One of them's going to have a bad week. Like, imagine.
Well, they're already having a bad week,
and then having your head shaved. Like, those two things. Yeah. Oh my God!
I don't know.
Can they do like a hair match where they just kind of like cut it very short, but they don't
just get a bob
buzz? Yeah, everyone gets cut down to a bob for Bob match.
A bob for Bob. But anyways, we get that match we were supposed to get earlier. Big E taking on John Morrison, and he gets another win with that stretch muffler. They're getting that thing over.
I guess that's the new thing. I guess that's the new thing. Didn't something else with Retribution happen later on in the show also? Didn't they storm the production truck?
I think that happened on Raw.
That was last week. They're everywhere. I can't keep track of Retribution's pure destruction. That being said, though, I'm pretty it's men and women.
Yes, men and
both.
women.
Sort of all genders are included. So I still don't have any real theories yet.
I've got one theory.
What's your theory?
Well, not a theory, just a suspect.
Okay, who's your suspect?
Dominik Dijakovic,
a man who we haven't seen.
Not necessarily as a leader, but as a key member.
As a member, of course, a man who we haven't seen since Keith Lee won. Him and Keith Lee had that match.
Yeah. And there's been rumors of call-ups for him, so
I'm sure rumors of call-ups for him. It's funny you say that, Mike. One of my Where Are They Nows, if you will. Didn't we used to have a segment called Where Are They Now? No, I forgot that you existed. No, I haven't forgotten they existed. This is just Where Are They Now.
Haven't done it.
When was the last time Tommaso Ciampa did something?
Yeah, it's been a good. Who did he lose to? Karrion Kross.
He lost to Karrion Kross at the In Your House takeover, and that that
was like 2 months ago.
That may have been it, right? I can't. He doesn't. Nothing else comes to mind.
No, I haven't seen him since. I thought he might have popped up for these North American ladder match thing, but nowhere. So
Seems like it would have been right up his
hope
wheelhouse.
he's not hurt again.
Or maybe he's, too busy destroying like public or like private property.
Yeah, breaking windows and boxes.
Yeah, and burning boxes on fire in the middle of parking lots and all that stuff.
Well, we can speculate on that more, but we got one final segment here. Braun Strowman's coming out. He's got a freshly shaved head. Mandy Rose beat him.
Why?
I don't know. He looks more evil, I guess.
Isn't that a post turn thing? Not a pre-turn?
I think we're getting a turn here. I think this whole segment was a double turn. Because we got big Brad-looking Braun come out. He cuts a promo on The Fiend being an evil son of a bitch and tells The Fiend to come out. But Alexa Bliss comes out and says... Alexa Bliss comes out instead, and she says, you owe it to us and our friendship to have a conversation. This isn't the Braun I know. We've been friends for years, and but Braun says, you just use me as a pawn. I don't give a damn about you. He's doing his evil voices. I'm not your clown. Alexa just says, what the hell's going on? And Braun says, everyone who comes in contact with the Fiend changes, including you. Now get out of my ring. I want the Fiend. And Alexa is very visibly upset about this and says, okay, Braun, be careful what you wish for. And if I can't talk some sense into you, I guess I'll have to slap some sense into you. And then, bam, she just starts paintbrushing him in the face. He won't even look at her. Good passion from Bliss here. But Braun faces her. And then he grabs Alexa, picks her up above his head. People in the crowd are begging him to put her down. And then
slam her down, more like it.
No, just put her down nicely. He's holding her up above the head. The lights start to shut down. And as they're shutting down, he just fucking tosses Bliss into the air. The lights go out so we don't have to see her crash. Thankfully.
Thank you. They pulled a Ric Flair. They pulled a Ric Flair on us, like when he got punted.
Yeah, but we know what happened.
Well, we know it's the implication of it all.
Yeah. So the lights come back on. Bliss is down on the mat, but the Fiend is above her, and he's looking all around. And then Braun appears on the screen, and he laughs.
I didn't know Braun had magic powers too. I thought only the Fiend had magic powers.
Well, that was true until the swamp killed Braun.
Oh, maybe it's the swamp. Maybe we need to look into that swamp.
So Braun's dead. He's back at evil. He's laughing on the screen. The Fiend laughs back. We got a role reversal here because the Fiend was the one at the end caring for Alexa on the ground, saving her. So I'm liking this. Double turn. This is the double turn.
The old double turn. What this Strowman transforming from a monster in name to a monster in demeanor has been fantastically put together, I have to say. Because we know that the Fiend changes. It changed Finn Balor. It changed Seth Rollins. John Cena's life hasn't been the same since WrestleMania. The Fiend changes people, changes who you are. Alexa Bliss sees that. Braun Strowman can't see that in himself.
No, Braun, he's just being a very selfish, evil man right now.
For some reason, Alexa Bliss seems to be impervious to maybe some of the Fiend's powers, although she admits there's something intriguing about him. She can be aware of what's happening.
She's, she used to dress the part. Now she's literally is becoming the Harley Quinn to the Fiend's Joker.
Of course. It's this whole thing has played out so coolly. Is that a word?
Yeah,
I don't think
I'm loving it.
I don't think so, but it is pretty damn fun.
It is fun, and we're gonna see what the hell happens with that.
We will
on Sunday.
Mike, how about we take a quick break?
Yeah, we could take a break. It's
come back with some.
This whole show's
the whole show is gonna be all over the place. I figure, we'll come back with some trivia. NXT. There's a Raw to talk about, and we got to talk about the weekend of action.
Yeah, so let's do all those things
when we come back.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
You know how in Seinfeld, all the old guys in Florida just go ah to each other.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, I did that to my dad a couple times. He got real mad. He'd be saying something. I go ah, and he'd go, don't do that.
Oh, you'd be like, hey, Mike, can you take out the garbage? Ah.
I was just trying to get a laugh.
You're just trying to get a laugh. Clearly, your father's never seen that episode where they go down to Del Boca Vista.
Yeah, it was a perfect example of a child imitating something they saw on TV.
Right, where you think
I thought it
a
was
parent
harmless,
should be supportive and be like, what is that bit you're trying to do?
What's
like
that bit?
at least get
It's
some
a good bit.
At least get some context over what's happening. My parents never asked me if I was doing a bit, so they probably thought I was just I was always trying to do Jim Carrey. I was always trying to do a bit, but maybe they never responded the right way.
You also, you know how like in the old Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff, when the character would pick up a knife and then run their finger down it to indicate the sharpness.
Oh my God, did you do that?
I remember, as like a 2 or 3 year old, I grabbed a knife and I ran my first and only time. But that was another imitate something you saw on TV.
What happened? Did you cut your finger?
A little cut.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like
I was picturing like all the way down your little tiny finger, just like.
I mean, I cut it. I bled, but yeah, you know.
Jesus
it wasn't
Christ.
like a butter knife. It was a real knife.
And it was a real knife. Yeah, it was a real sharp knife.
Yeah. But much like wrestling, we imitate the things we see on TV.
Of course, and unfortunately, when you watch like a commercial for knives, like the Ronco knife commercial, you never see like "Don't attempt this at home." At least when you watch professional wrestling, it says like "Do not try this at home."
Yeah.
Because as soon as you put that little warning, you're in the clear.
Yeah, the start of every Jackass episode.
And movie, because even if it's rated R and you're paying, I'm sure Wild Boys had "Do not try this at home" also.
Oh yeah, they were one of the most dangerous.
I'm sure Viva La Bam also had "Do not try this at home." What else was there? Yeah. Was there another spinoff? Another Jackass spinoff? I can't think. That might have been it.
There was that. I mean, like CKY didn't even have those warnings. CKY was uncensored.
Oh, they were selling it out of their garage.
Yeah, they were. You could just. I remember I was like a 13-year-old buying those DVDs, and I was with full frontal nudity, men taking shits. The man at the store sold it to me.
The man at HMV sold you a DVD.
Yeah.
With just uncensored
literally
poo.
Rated X content.
Yeah, it's
you can't
bad.
see a man defecating.
You're not allowed to see that.
You can't put that in a rated R movie.
Tarantino is not going to have a shot of some the shit and like it coming out.
Yeah, not simulated, real.
I was about to say, yeah, I guess if it's fake shit and you do it like in a funny way, maybe that's more allowed, but not like a realistic. No, just like a realistic.
Like in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Yes.
That shit scene.
But what about like a realistic, like a fake poo, but like real looking?
It looks so real.
Like,
I don't know. We're getting into
So somebody is pretending.
Well, Team America has that sex scene with the puppets.
Oh yeah.
There's some shitting.
And if someone's pretending to poo, and then it's like maybe a CGI'd or a very real.
Oh boy.
I don't know what the context would be that you would need to show it, but
well. How much do they show in the Human Centipede? That got pretty graphic, didn't it?
No, because it does. But by the time you see him shitting, like
you don't actually see the shit.
Well, you don't see the shit, and then the vomit from
you just the implied.
You just see the front one's vomit, and that's vomiting, so that's okay. And by the time it gets to that third centipede, like there's no shit because it's eating shit and then shitting, eat, and then. Yeah,
the whole thing is a mess.
I know. I mean, I'd rather be.
How did we get here?
I'd rather be in the front. That's all I gotta say.
Well, of course, you'd rather not be.
I'm sure there's some people out there who'd rather be number 2, maybe number 3. I guess number 3 would die first. So like, you're stoked if you get to die first.
Yeah,
I should do a rewatch. I should do a rewatch of those, like a pitch black rewatch.
I don't really like those ones.
Just gory.
I enjoy
sake.
plenty of horror movies.
Of course. Well, there's nothing funny. Well, I think Human Centipede 2 is really where it comes to life.
I only saw the first one.
Oh, okay. So the bit in...
I thought the whole thing went off the rails.
2 starts with, like, 1 was a movie. So then 2 is, like, some guy who sees the movie and he's like, oh, that's a good idea. And 3 is a bunch of prison guards do it to the prisoners' like of their maximum.
Do they make a
security
millipede?
thing. Yeah. there's a lot more than 3.
Like 100 chain.
Oh yeah, they make an actual centipede.
Oh my god.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff all around, Mike. How did we get here? I'm not entirely sure because this isn't a horror movie podcast. It's the Shoot Brothers Wrestling.
I feel like every week we find a way to make a reference.
Yeah, well, we're a few weeks ever since you
we love the
we love the genre. You brought horror on the mind when you had a little trivia a few weeks back. There was a Friday the 13th maybe or something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, a bunch of it was because of the horror show.
The horror show.
Which already feels like a mile ago.
Oh my god, yeah. Braun Strowman had hair. Mandy Rose had hair. Everybody had so much hair. Everybody had hair. Yeah, but this is the Shoot Brothers Wrestling. But yeah, we're not anywhere near the horror show. We're talking Thunderdome, baby.
Thunderdome, another
movie.
That was Mad Max 3, right?
Yeah, I think that was Beyond the Thunderdome was Mad Max 3.
See, if they could actually get one of those, like the bungee cords and shit.
See, because that's what you picture, right? Like the circular cage so people can dirt bike in circles. Like, I want 2 people wrestling in the middle of the ring while guys are doing, like, dirt bike loop-de-loops around them. People hanging off the cage, like these feral
crazy shit.
These feral children hanging off of the cage.
Yeah.
That's the real Thunderdome, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, but we'll talk a little bit about Thunderdome later on. In the show, but I think we have to cover some very important business first. It's trivia.
Trivia. Woo. Trivia. Woo.
Trivia.
It is important. It is important. I think last week we may have had we had a short week last week, and then we did a Would You Rather the week prior.
A fun substitute.
A fun substitute indeed. Okay, Mike, I have 6 questions for you.
I've got 6 for you.
Oh.
No.
How about you start?
Okay, we're going to play a game. We've played it before, I believe.
Okay.
Sometimes I have to be sure, because I would have no idea when we played the game, so I just have to assume that I'm not going to repeat.
I mean, we're so far in. It's like 87 episodes. It's like, I'm sure, and of course the trivia list is still building. I'm sure there are questions we've said twice, but maybe they're phrased differently or things like that.
Yeah, something like that. But either way, here's the game. Wrestling theme songs. I'm going to give you the first part, and you have to finish the lyric. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. One of these ones.
Finish the lyric. All right. We'll start out with a man you've been seeing a lot often. I'll tell you the rest, or at least, so it's not, you don't have to guess that part. Man we've been seeing a lot often, Mr. Randy Orton. So I will start the song, and then you just fill in the blank. So I hear voices in my head.
Okay, fuck. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
You got it. That was part of the counsel is the part that trips a lot of people up.
And it's funny. I think I asked myself this question years ago also. Just asked myself this question. Like, what is that fucking lyric? Because I thought it was come to me.
I thought he says talk to me twice at one point. I don't know. I heard a couple different things until I finally did learn. And yes.
Yeah. I think I have looked at that before. I was curious or something.
Yeah, they come to me. Yeah, that too.
But
no, counsel me. You got it. Cannot stump.
Okay. Mike, I'm going to play a game that I think we've played before, or we've played a variation of it, and I don't know what to call it. So I'm going to call it Which One's Higher? So I guess I'm going to give you 2 things, and you're going to have to tell me what there are more of. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have a way of. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start off a little easy, or maybe not. Who knows? So, which are there more of? Maybe that's a better way to call it. Which are there more of? Yeah. We'll refine this. Okay, which are there more of? People in the WWE Hall of Fame, or countries in the world?
Hall of Fame would have about. I'm gonna go with countries in the world.
Going with countries in the world, but you should have gone with the Hall of Fame, because as of this recording, so today is August 21st, 2020, there's 204 people in the WWE Hall of Fame. It seems like a lot, right? And there are 195
Damn,
total
close.
countries in the world.
It's close.
Very close. Very close.
I had a feeling it was going to be close, but yeah. Hall of Fame. I was trying to do the math because they only put like 7 or 8 guys a year, but I guess a couple of years they lumped a bunch in.
Exactly.
Now that they're doing groups.
Now they do groups. This, that, the other.
I only did the fast math. I didn't do the hard.
Fast math. Yeah. They retroactively just throwing people in these days.
That's the thing. All right. Time for your next song lyric. Well, I'm going to swerve you a bit because it's not a wrestling song.
Oh, fun.
We're going to have, it's going to be mixed in between, but it's a song that I think you know, I hope you know. Popular song by My Chemical Romance. So I'll start it and you come in at the pause. When I was a young boy.
When I was a young boy.
My father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, "Son, when you grow up, would you be
the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned?"
That is correct.
Oh, baby.
And you can either. That could have been the first or the second part where he's singing and then screaming it.
Yes, yeah.
When I was one of the greatest albums of all time, I'd say.
It's got to be
The Black Parade. Like, just, you know, I don't listen to the band that much, but that album, damn, it's good. Just a pure concept, front to back.
I've got This Is When You Disappear, or This Is How I Disappear.
Yeah, How I Disappear.
Kids. That's a great track. Teenagers. That's what it's called. Yeah. Kids Scare the
Famous Last Words.
Famous Last Words.
Dead.
Yeah, the opening track. Yeah, the opening track.
Every track.
It's a pretty good front to back.
I watched their concert. I watched The Black Parade is Dead, the final performance of the album.
Oh, really?
It's on YouTube. It's HD. It's amazing.
Oh, sweet. Oh, so Anyways. It was probably recent.
No, it was from like 2010. They just put it up for free because they're cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyways, good sidebar.
Good sidebar. Love that album. I'm gonna listen to. I'm gonna listen to the Black Parade.
I knew I had to pick songs that I knew that you'd knew.
I'm gonna listen to the Black Parade while I watch Doctor Strangelove tonight. Maybe see if they line up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be the new Wizard of Oz.
Dark Side thing. Could be. I don't know.
Because it is, you know, that Doctor Strangelove's all black and white, and Black Parade's a very black and white.
I'm sure. You know, the album cover's black and white. The intro on the music video is black.
Even
and white.
on stage, they're all wearing like white powdered face makeup.
Yeah, I think Gerard Way had the white hair at that point. Maybe no. Yes.
He had black hair, white. Well, he might have had both. Depends on what leg of the tour.
He went pink later on. Who knows, Mike? I have another question.
That's why I said for me, it's more of a one album band.
Yeah,
no, they have other good tracks. But.
Yeah, what was the one before it was also very good?
Was it like Three Cheers?
3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Yes.
Yeah, that one had like Helena and some other good songs.
Helena.
They had good tracks.
What other track did it have there? I'm Not Okay. That's another good one.
I'm not okay.
Yeah, it's another good song.
I'm not.
Because that's like jet black hair Gerard Way with like the swipe. He cut the emo swipe after, you know. So, anyways.
Yeah, went for more of a feathered bangs.
Yeah, he went for more of a feathered bangs look. This week on the Gerard Way podcast. Are you ready, Mike, for your second trip?
Now feather your bangs.
Now feather your bangs. Don't eat the meat. Now think about your dad.
Oh,
I want to meet that dad. Okay, yes. Mike, I have a second question for you in this edition of Which Are There More Of? I've got to think of a better word for it. Okay, Mike, ready? Yeah. Which are there more of? Number of Pixar movies, okay, or the number of total SummerSlams, including this Sunday?
SummerSlams, there's probably around 30, 32, something like that. But Pixar, I feel like they can pump those out so much now that... But I could also be fooled if thinking like a DreamWorks movie is a Pixar movie. I just kind of lump all those 3D movies together, you know?
Yeah, good point.
So it's hard to
Different
say.
Production companies, yeah.
Yeah, hard to say who's what, but I'm just going to go on sheer volume of sequels and, you know, they make direct-to-DVD things. I'm going to go with Pixar.
Mike, you're going Pixar, but you should have gone for SummerSlams. Should have gone for SummerSlams, including the Sunday. There's 33 SummerSlams, including the Sunday.
See, I wasn't including, so I was correct.
And Mike, believe it or not, there's only been 22 Pixar movies.
Damn.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
you're thinking of those other production companies doing
like
DreamWorks,
movies like Shrek and shit don't
things
count.
like that. Yeah, just kind of.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Okay, well, you know. Well, you know.
I want. All right, my next lyric for you. We're going back to wrestling. We're going to the boss, Sasha Banks. Her theme song switched, but this is still in it. It just happens later on. But this is the main part, the hook. You know it. Hopefully you know it.
Oh, God,
We'll
hopefully I know it. Yeah, and
It's kind of weird to say. It's kind of weird to speak it, but you know the melody. But anyway, Sasha Banks. Here we go. Had a dream I hadn't made it. There's nothing dragging down me, yeah. 'Cause a girl gonna...
Okay, God, I gotta hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost needs a melody. It's a hard one. Dragging down me. Yeah.
Okay, so I got the theme down. Okay, so
Yeah, 'cause a girl gonna...
because a girl. Okay, so can you say that again?
Yeah, had a dream I hadn't made it. There's nothing dragging down me, yeah. 'Cause a girl gonna...
So it's
Yeah, I'm giving it to you like mid.
yeah, no,
thing.
yeah, you give it to me because a
That's what
girl
makes it harder.
gonna da-na-na-na-na.
You got-
Shit.
Da-na,
It's something like I
da-na.
think the definite last word is like away. There's like a away or something.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. I think you're on. 'Cause a girl gonna...
because a girl gone like something to away. Fuck, I'm so close.
Yeah.
Sure, there's a couple words in there that I just can't think of, like, or like, there's a girl gonna, like it might be like of the way or of.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is hard. This
You're
is
very close.
hard.
Girl gonna...
Because it's not like they're feeding the wrestlers' themes like directly into the television. We're kind of getting the bit
No,
of like the
you just
reverb,
pick
and
it
we
up.
have Corey Graves talking over top of you,
yeah.
and it's like shut
It's
up.
just from sheer repetition. You would have heard it 50 times.
I'm gonna because a girl gone out the way. I think out the way.
I think you're on to something. Going up.
I got nothing else. I got nothing for those first. I'm missing a few words there.
Okay. You want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
'Cause a girl gonna push it all out the way.
Push it all out the way. God.
Yeah.
Push
Banger
it
of a
all
track.
out the way. Had a dream I couldn't make it. See, whenever I hear it, I almost like because now you hear it so much that I don't hear the words. There's some themes, especially like I don't hear the
There's
words
a lot
anymore.
of songs that are like that.
And I just when I hear Sasha Banks, I just kind of hummed myself like
Yeah.
like that.
You know, it's the famous case of singing a song wrong for 10 years and then
Like, what do you
you
mean?
finally learn the proper lyric.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying anything particular.
Oh no, of course. Yeah, no, I'm saying like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you know. You know what I mean,
I
don't
know
you?
what you mean. I know what you mean,
Okay,
Mike.
good.
You ready for your third question?
Yeah, I'll push it all out the way.
Push it all out the way, baby. Which are there more of? Okay. Which are there more of? Number of different teams that have won a Stanley Cup,
Mm-hmm.
or the number of current WWE titles on all brands. All the brands.
All brands.
All the brands.
Including NXT,
Including
NXT.
anything, if money goes up to Vince, we're counting it.
Okay, let me do some quick math. NXT UK's got 4 belts. Regular NXT's got... Oh, wait. Yeah, tag team. I got to... Okay. I don't want to... I almost counted tag team as 2 belts.
I know you almost did. I almost was like, do I correct him? And you're like, no, those are 2 different
Yeah.
belts. Or two-
Yeah, so I'm already... So what has more WWE titles in WWE or Stanley Cup champions?
Yeah, different
In the
teams
history.
that have won. Yeah,
So that includes teams that no longer exist and things like that, right?
that would be correct. Yeah.
Okay, this might be a close one as well. So we got 3 NXT UK titles plus 5 regular NXT with the cruiserweights. We're up to 8. 8 there. And we got 2 world titles for 10, 2 mid-card titles for 12, 2 tag titles for 14, 2 women titles for 16. What are we missing? The women's tag titles for 17. We getting more. Hopefully I didn't skim it. For the Stanley Cup, I know there's like at least 11 or 12 teams that haven't won it, but that's of the current league. So there's teams that don't exist anymore that have won it and things like that. So it's closer, but you know what? I'm going to go with more NHL Stanley Cup champions.
Which are there more of? There are way more. No, not way more. Number of different Stanley Cup champions, Mike. 20. There's been 20 different teams that have won the Stanley Cup. But 18 titles in WWE. 8,
Okay.
so 2 less. Did you?
Oh, I forgot the 24/7.
I think that was the one you forgot. Yeah, you started mentioning
Yeah.
them all, and I was trying to keep track beside me, and I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah.
But yeah, 18. It seems like a lot.
Seems like a lot, but we haven't even seen NXT UK in months. So
Does
they
it
don't
even
exist.
still exist?
I miss Walter.
Yeah, where's Walter? That's the
Where's Walter?
that's the real important question. Where's Walter?
I don't know. All right. My next lyric for you, sir. We're hopping back into the world of popular music. A song that I'm sure you know. Many people know it. They might not know it by name. But Imogen Heap.
I know the
Hide and
the
Seek.
name.
Hide and Seek is the song. I'll give you the lyrics. We'll see if you can finish the part. I hope you know this part.
God, okay.
Goes, what you say? That you only meant well. Well, of course you did. What you say?
That's
That's the part we're looking for.
because of the
What you say?
oh my God.
that you only Well, of course you did.
Of course you did. What
you say?
Isn't it all for the best? I think that's the last 3 words.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
That is what it is. That is it.
Okay.
That's everything.
That's all. Those are 3 words.
Yeah. Well, there's an ooh in there.
Ooh.
Ooh, that it's off.
Oh,
but I'll give you
fuck
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
There's more. The second verse changes and shit. But I
Oh,
wanted you to
okay.
get
We're
that.
looking for that one.
What did she say?
No, wait. I didn't know.
That's the second part.
I didn't know that person sung that song either.
It's been remade and shit and sampled.
Of
but
course,
that was
yeah,
The,
there's
that was the
someone who,
OG. The OG that was on the OC during the famous death scene.
Oh, really? That
If you
was
ever
the
watched
one
the
when
OC.
what's her name?
Marissa? I think
Marissa
something
burned
like
up in the car.
I forget.
She died in the car
She
crash?
died.
Yeah. And then
She died.
And then he was carrying out her scorched frame. No, she looked very good for just dying in a car crash. I do have to say, yeah. Anyways, Mike, you ready for your next question?
Mm-hmm.
Which are there more of? The title of the year. Which are there more of? The highest grossing WWE in pay-per-view buys, which was WrestleMania 18. So total buys to WrestleMania 18. Or the current population of Montreal.
So the total number of buys for
Yeah.
WrestleMania 18 versus Montreal.
Well, yeah,
population?
18. Yes, yes, 18.
The 18th WrestleMania.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say the WrestleMania was probably around like 900,000 to 1 million. Montreal, what are they looking at these days? Smaller than Toronto, but probably pretty big. I don't know. This is a close one. This is a tough one. Montreal versus pay-per-view buys. How big is Montreal?
How big is Montreal? It's the real. That's the real. That's the real question.
Like in the scope of the world, it's not that big, but in the scope of Canada, it's pretty
it's pretty
big.
damn big. Yeah.
Yeah. But WrestleMania 18, WWE is still pretty hot. Pay-per-views were still hot. Coming off the hottest WrestleMania of all time, 17. So it's going to be close. I'm going to say... Damn it. Fuck. I'll go with Montreal.
You'll go with Montreal, and damn, wouldn't you know it? You're right.
Woo!
You're right. I mean, I guess like the latest sort of census information available, that Montreal is a population of 1.78 million.
1.7.
The highest, so WrestleMania 18 was the highest ever bought pay-per-view, and it was 1.217 million.
Hulk Hogan versus The Rock.
That was it, eh?
Live from
Live from Skydome.
Yeah.
What do you know?
I should have been there.
Should have been there. Yeah, you are right. Should have been there.
Too bad. All right. My next one for you. Back to the wrestling side of things.
Cool.
We haven't seen her in a while.
Uh-oh.
But we'll see. Miss Carmella.
Okay, yeah.
You know her. She's fabulous.
Now, this is good because I recognize the theme. You know, like I can really.
Okay.
I'll be able to hear it in my head.
Well, you better, because I'm not giving you much here. You got to feel it.
I got it.
So of course it starts off FABULOUS, and then we get another FABULOUS. Yes.
It's diamonds on my neck, 'cause I'm fabulous.
Capiche. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't need the capiche. I just want that. And you got it. The diamonds on my neck.
Did they say capiche in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's at that part, but she goes,
Diamonds
capiche.
on my neck. Bow, bow. But same thing. As soon as I hear the theme song, I'm thinking to myself just like, bow, bow, bow,
Oh, yeah.
bow.
They write good melodies.
Whoever's right, yeah. See, is this a CFO $ original?
It probably is.
Can we get confirmation on this?
I'm going to say yes.
Nice. Okay, Mike, ready for your next question?
Yeah.
Which are there more of? The total number of listed WWE superstars. Okay. Or Wayne Gretzky's record for points in a single season.
So I know Wayne Gretzky's record is 200 and something. I don't know the exact number, but it's over 200. But I also think WWE's number is over 200. So if we so what was the phrasing of the WWE part of it? Is it how many wrestlers? How many employees?
Well, I guess looking for wrestlers. I guess.
How many wrestlers
Yes.
currently employed by WWE?
Currently on a brand.
And all of its umbrella.
And
corporation?
exactly, yeah.
I don't know. I remember hearing something like that WWE has like 300 or 400 people signed, but I don't know how far we're going to include. And
Well, I guess I'm looking for the same brands that we were just pulling the championships from.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah. Oh, I'll go with WWE wrestlers.
So close. These ones are actually surprisingly close. So Wayne Gretzky had more. Wayne Gretzky's point record for in the season was 215.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are currently 207 signed WWE superstars with 3 unassigned people. Like they're not on a brand. John Cena, Kane, and Undertaker. They're not on a brand.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it was close.
It's close. It was damn close.
It was close.
Some of these might be close. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point. All right. My final question for you.
Ready for it.
We are once again exiting the wrestling realm. But another popular song. They're all kind of the same time frame, similar eras,
Okay.
similar music. Maybe not the most mainstream of popular songs, but songs that you and I would all know and have loved in high school, among others. Anyways, Panic at the Disco here.
Yes.
You know the song, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies.
Yes.
I'm not going to try to fool you with the Mandela effect of it, which I think we've talked about before. I'm not going to do that. Anyways,
What's
enough with
that?
the
What's
hype.
that?
Well, the lyric about closing the goddamn door.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone says closing the goddamn door, including the man who wrote it, But then when he goes back, everything it says closing goddamn door instead.
Oh, weird.
Something minor, very, very minor.
Okay.
Billy Minor Pie. Anyways, to the lyric. Let's go. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things.
Oh, with a sense of poise and rationality.
That's it. You got it. All too easy.
I got it. Yeah, I've.
Sense of poison.
That's a good. That's a good song. I was always more of a, and I guess now we've come full circle. I'm probably more of a pretty odd boy. If we're getting specific on Panic, love both those. Love both the albums though.
Yeah, well, you got it. I picked probably their most famous song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I thought that line, when I was young, that poisoned, I thought he said poison.
Oh, poison. Oh, okay.
Poisoned rationality instead of poise and.
You're like, wow.
Poisoned. I don't know. But you were not fooled.
Oh, I was.
So there you go.
That's funny. You're sitting there like, wow, Brandon Urie, you're so deep.
Well, yes.
Mike, I have one final. Which are there more of?
Okay.
Your final one. Could be close. Could not be. It could be like a mile away. We don't even know. Which are there more of? The number of total Edge championship reigns. Edge, of course, we know him, love him.
I know.
Or the total number of World Series won by the New York Yankees.
The Yankees have won a lot, but I don't know if they've won. Because Edge has 11 world titles alone, plus another 10 tag titles, plus maybe another 10 mid-card title. Have the Yankees won 30 World Series? I know
they've been around for a long time. Baseball's pretty goddamn old.
I know, but the Red Sox, they were a shit long drought. Same with the Cubs. Mm-hmm. But the Yankees, they're never that bad. I don't know. It's a tough one, but 30 World Series seems like it would be ridiculous. I don't know. I'm going to go with Edge.
You're going to go with Edge, and you picked the right answer. That's right. Edge has a total of 31 championship reigns in WWE. And the New York Yankees have actually won 27 World Series.
Yeah, so pretty close.
Very close. I don't know. Is Edge...
Must be real easy to be a fan of the Yankees.
Well, there's only been 5 within our lifetime.
Even still.
96 and onward. So it's...
They've probably... How many times have they missed the playoffs?
I was also... I was checking out. They've won 40 AL pennants. So they've been there a lot. They've lost 13 times. Okay. So, crazy stuff.
Crazy indeed. There's our trivia.
Yeah, that was all of it. That was a lot of fun this week. It always is. Let's keep moving on through the wrestling week, though. Which show do you want to cover first? Just say something, and then the theme song will magically turn on.
All right, let's do Monday Night Raw.
Let's get raw. Let's get raw.
And there it was. Because SummerSlam's coming up, and 2 super hot matches are happening through Raw, right? This WWE Championship and this whole Seth Rollins Dominic thing. We've got a lot of exciting stuff going on here on the show.
Yeah, we got the go home show going on, so we come out. Drew cuts a promo about Orton and stuff, but then we cut backstage, and this is when Retribution just breaks into the production truck.
This was what okay. I'm getting my shows mixed up. This group is just everywhere.
They cut off the whole feed at one point. The TV just goes black. But
so we keep doing these little production glitches. I wonder where's the point where, and unless we're gonna unmask Retribution pretty soon, we get it already, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe payback.
Yeah, I would just be worried for someone, someone who's just turns on the show flicking through cable, and then they see this. Would their first thought just be oh, okay, I guess it turned off. I was enjoying it, but
I don't know. Maybe they would stick around to see if it was a glitch.
Right. Hopefully see.
Maybe they might see some uncut footage here, something raw.
That's a good point.
Anyways, the locker room's in shambles.
Anyways, well, everything's fucked.
Yeah. Backstage, Drew's being the leader, but then Seth comes up. He's, I'm the Messiah. That's how he talks. That was his whole feud with the Fiend.
Which is
Just sat in the corner. But anyways, the Hurt Locker come out. MVP's talking about Retribution costing him, and lays down the challenge for SummerSlam, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
Apollo.
it was. Well, I mean, we're already like 25 minutes into this thing.
Yeah.
Into Monday Night Raw. Sorry, no, that's all I was saying.
Sorry, no. Yeah, no. Apollo, that's Shelton. They fight around. I think Apollo. There's 24/7 title shenanigans. Shelton pins Truth. The match didn't even matter in the ring.
It didn't seem like it did.
Yeah. I don't know. We can skim through some things here. Angelo Dawkins appears backstage, and he's got some hidden footage, and he reveals the shocking revelation of Zelina Vega was the one that tampered with Ford's drink.
Well,
So
now, we're not sure. It appears as though.
Well, yeah, her back was to the camera. We didn't see exactly what she did, but there was some fooling around going on there.
Is this a match happening at SummerSlam?
I think so. The tag match.
This is the tag match. Okay, yeah, this will be okay. Hopefully, we're going somewhere with these two things.
Yeah, so they're feuding about that.
So does this story conclude with like an attempted murder trial situation that has to go down, like the trial of Zelina Vega for?
Well, we don't know if it was
murder. Whoever is at fault. Surely poisoning
like,
somebody would have some sort of courtroom repercussion.
I don't know if it was an actual poison.
Okay,
Maybe it was just
just a little something in their drink,
upset your tummy.
a little Ipecac or something.
Yeah. Sasha Bailey come out. They cut a promo. They're excited. They both get to face Asuka at SummerSlam. But then Shayna Baszler comes out. Asuka comes out because they're teaming up tonight. Sasha and Bailey taking on Asuka and Shayna. But mid-match, big bad Nia Jax just comes
out of
busting
nowhere.
through the barricade.
Out of nowhere. Why?
Like Godzilla, just fucking breaking down the things. She attacks Shayna, so they brawl off. Asuka's all alone now, but at least the ref didn't throw out the match for this.
Because we've seen it before.
Because of the trend the last couple
Technically,
of weeks.
this match should have been called like as soon as that plexiglass broke.
Yeah, but Baszler, she comes back eventually, gets the hot tag, but then Sasha hits her with a backstabber. Bailey hits a belly to belly, but Shayna kicks out. So it was kind of weird. They were almost booking Shayna like a babyface here.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're on Asuka's team,
I guess.
Well,
so,
I mean, I guess in sort of as way we've seen a couple weeks, like a Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, like nobody will cheer for Nia Jax.
Yeah. But eventually, Shayna locks in that Kirifuda clutch on Bailey, and she taps out. So Asuka and Shayna win.
Asuka and Shayna get the win, making Shayna Baszler look better than she has in months, and since she got bit in the back of the neck.
Yeah, she's doing something at least.
At least, yeah.
But then we go backstage. Ruby and Liv are arguing with the Iconics, and then we pan over to Shayna Baszler talking to the Goons.
The
Marina
Goons
Shafir.
are back. Yes.
Yeah, Jessamine Duke, Marina Shafir, they're here. Could this be a call-up? We haven't seen them on NXT in like 6 months. Since Shayna was gone, pretty much.
I hope so. Well, Marina Shafir seems to have Raw Underground written all over. This crew has Raw Underground written all over them.
I think you might be right. But Ruby Riott, Peyton Royce, they have a match. They continue their feud. Peyton hits her brainbuster again, gets the win.
Peyton Royce looking, better and better every single time she steps in the ring.
Looking strong, but let's go to Raw Underground there. I almost already forgot about it.
How can you forget about it?
I don't know. I feel like they didn't hype it during the show. They didn't cut to the door as much.
They didn't cut to the bodyguard.
So I forgot.
The bodyguard.
And the dancers are nowhere to be found.
Yeah, well, the porn music. They got rid of the softcore porn music too.
Yeah.
I feel like Fit came back and he was just like, we got to change all of this.
Yeah, like, oi.
Oi.
Yeah. But we got Eric Eric of the Viking Raiders taking on this wannabe Ziggler lookalike. And Eric just dominates him. But then the real Ziggler's there. He steps up. He wants a piece of Eric. And Dolph just shows that great amateur wrestling skills. Locks in a sleeper. Jams the thumb in the eye. And he gets the win.
The old thumb in the eye.
It's legal in Raw Underground.
In Raw Underground. Well, it's legal. Yeah, anything's legal in Raw Underground.
Yeah. But then Ray and Dominic Mysterio come out. They cut a promo on Rollins, and Murphy and Rollins pop up on the screen. They give their rebuttal, and then they come down to the ring. But Dominic's got 2 kendo sticks, so him and Ray just beat the shit out of Rollins and Murphy. Get some revenge.
Yeah,
We got some more.
Of course.
They put up some pictures of Dominic's bruising as well. The vicious. They said he took 32 consecutive kendo stick shots last week.
Lashes, wow.
Or something like that.
Take that,
Lashes.
take that, Cody.
Yeah, he only took 10.
He only took 10.
That feels like so long ago now.
Everything feels like so long ago now. Oh, my God.
But let's go back. Raw Underground. We got Arturo Huas taking on Riddick Moss. They just kind of fight to the floor, and the audience starts attacking them. They fight back. No real winner here. Everyone.
Yeah, I think
chaos.
they were getting to fight with other people, I think, at one point.
Yeah. I don't even know. At some point in the night, I think Cedric Alexander wins the 24/7 title. And then, so he's out. He has to defend it against Tozawa. Cedric beats him, but then Shelton comes out after, pins him, wins back his 24/7 title.
I forgot about that.
Didn't even really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. But we go back to Raw Underground. And like you said earlier, who would work out here? Marina Shafir. She's in Raw Underground to take on some redhead. And she dominates her, taps her out. So then Nia Jax comes in, attacks Marina from behind. Shayna gets in the ring. The two of them go at it. But then Nia just bails, gets out of there.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Goons, this is the spot for the Goon Squad.
Yeah, ease them in. Let them fuck around in Raw Underground for a bit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's see.
I guess the final thing, the big thing of the show, Shawn Michaels comes out, cut a promo talking about the legacy of Ric Flair, and starts cutting into Randy, all the bullshit he's done, and he's going to meet his justice. And then Shawn goes to leave when Orton shows up with an RKO out of nowhere, followed by the punt to HBK's head. So Drew comes running out to chase Randy off. Checks on Shawn.
Checks on Shawn.
But then,
yeah.
but then Orton comes back in, hits an RKO to stand tall.
To stand tall to finish off Raw. And this feud has ended Raw for the last 4 weeks now. And
with punts, someone gets punted in the head.
Yeah, and they haven't and nothing crazy's been happening. I don't know what they're doing, how they're doing this so right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it's going well. The promos have been good. The match, I'm assuming, is going to be good. And who knows what other legend is going to show up on Sunday?
Well, it's the Thunderdome. So, I mean, he's already, who else do we want? Throw him in there.
Thunder Lips.
Throw him in there. That was Monday night. That was Raw.
Yeah, that was Raw. There's only one more weekly show to do. Let's talk about NXT. NXT, what does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT, watch and see. Try to tap out a count out of 1, 2, 3. So
of course, because we do still have a few qualifying matches before this ladder match.
Yeah, there's no Wednesday Night War this week because it's just.
So I guess NXT won. Way to go,
NXT won by
NXT
default.
winning the Wednesday Night War.
I guess there is one. Because we did miss what happened last week. There was the triple threat, Kushida taking on Cameron Grimes, taking on mystery opponent for the ladder match qualifier, and the mystery man was revealed to be Velveteen Dream, who has been gone for a while ever since
reinstated.
Reinstated, yes. There's some online controversy. We haven't said much about it, but some allegations here and there. People don't know if he should be back, but I think WWE probably investigated it, and I don't know. He's here.
He's here. I guess that's all that means. He's there.
Yeah. So Kushida versus Dream versus Cameron Grimes. They have a fun little match. Dream's looking good. He's got his little armbar locked in, but then Slimy Grammy comes running in, hits the cave-in stomp on Kushida, gets a 3 count. So Grimes is going to take over.
Cameron Grimes is winning this. He's
got a very good chance.
Belt.
And then after the match, we had a little bit of heel shit from Dream as he starts slapping Kushida around and super kicks him.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean,
maybe that's their answer.
Maybe it's a good time to be a heel.
Yeah, if people are already going to be negative, then yeah. So that was what happened last week. This week, we've got the second chance matches because of Dexter Lumis getting injured and all that. So Johnny Gargano takes on Ridge Holland for one of those final 2 spots in that ladder match. Candice LeRae's there on the outside trying to help Johnny. And we start off, we're having a good match when one of the scariest bumps of the year happens here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so Johnny, he was like jumping into Ridge, who was going to do some sort of power slam or scoop slam, and Johnny just like slams right on his head. Just fucking directly. He's down. He's got his hands on his face. I heard real time they actually stopped the match and like restarted it later, but with the power of editing, they were able to make it look seamless.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, like it was legit. They stopped the match. They got the medical staff, but so they restarted. He's down on the ground. Still a very scary bump.
Yeah.
But Johnny survives. Holland's beating him around, but Candice LeRae at one point grabs Holland's leg, so Johnny kicks him and follows up with the final beat DDT, get the win. So he's going to TakeOver.
Being thrown in the match, because what's a TakeOver without Johnny Gargano?
Johnny TakeOver, as he says.
That's what they and I think there's a shirt that says that too.
I'm sure there is. So there was your qualifier match. We had, I don't know, Dakota Kai squashed some Jessie Kamea.
Yeah, she squashed somebody.
Yeah, and then afterwards, her and Io brawl, and Raquel Gonzalez comes out. We haven't seen in a while.
Oh, yeah.
She helps her.
Yeah.
So nice to see her back.
That little women's card promo.
Yeah. Undisputed Era come down to the ring, followed by Pat McAfee.
Matt McAfee.
Yeah. Pat McAfee's here, and he's got his posse. I think there's some former NFL players in there.
That's what he said.
And
they looked the appropriate size, so I didn't disagree with him.
So Pat, he's cutting a heel promo on call. He's being scathing and talking about outsmarting him, attacking him, and he's going to embarrass him. He's going to beat him as an outsider with only 2 weeks of training. He even insults the crowd as well, just to let you know.
He's doing a great job.
He's playing the heel. He's good on the mic. Yeah, he's smooth. Cole claps back, says it's my turn to talk, and he goes towards Pat. So the security team intervenes, but Adam Cole just starts slugging on them, takes him out. But then Pat's football goons jump in. They jump on the apron. So Undisputed Era all get in the ring. And Cole just gets in his face and says he's going to make him his bitch on Saturday.
And you know it's on as soon as somebody says that.
Oh, yeah. The bitch has been dropped.
As soon as there was a bitch bomb, oh, boy.
Yeah. So, just further the hype. They did a good job.
Yeah, and I still think this will be a fantastic match.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We had more Robert Stone brand, Mercedes Martinez and Aaliyah taking on Shotzi and Rhea Ripley, and they just had a fun little match. I think Mercedes gets power bombed over the barricade at one point to the floor, so she's dead.
Yeah, onto the concrete, so she's gone.
Yeah.
I think
Robert Stone runs to check on her.
Yeah, Blackheart gets but I think she gets the win.
Yeah, Shotzi gets the win, pins Aaliyah, and there you go.
And there you go. Mainly Ripley and Martinez rarely interact, but they're certainly two of the more physically powerful women on the roster.
Yeah, they're jacked.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a smarter move to save that match for a little bit later on. Maybe a little bit later on. I don't know.
Let's go to the main event of the evening. We got Finn Balor taking on Velveteen Dream in the other second chance match for that final spot in the North American ladder title picture. But so the Dream, he's continuing to act a bit heelish in this match, talking smack. Then in the middle of everything, Cameron Grimes comes strutting down the ramp.
Yeehaw.
And yeehaw, he's got his hat, he's got his vest. He climbs the ladder just to kind of sit and watch. And he even grabs the North American title at one point. Bad juju.
It's bad. I mean, look what's happening to Brody Lee. He hasn't picked up ever. You know, he keeps picking up that belt. He's not winning anything.
Yeah. So the match continues. Grimes is having the time of his life. He's laughing. He's chanting on the ladder until Johnny Gargano comes out, tips over the ladder, causes Grimes to crash not only into the ring, but into the referee. And this is when shit just kind of breaks down. Everyone just starts to come running out. Balor and Dream, they're taking out Grimes. Johnny Gargano grabs the title. Bronson Reed comes in, scares him. And then he backs right into Damian Priest, is now here. So they all take each other out. But that's not enough, because then Timothy Thatcher comes out.
Slips his little way into this frantic scene.
Yeah, he beats
to
up
attack
Balor.
Finn Balor, yeah. Oh, my God.
So Balor gets thrown back into the ring. Dream hits the Dream Valley Driver, followed by a Purple Rainmaker elbow to get the win. Dream's in the ladder match, but goddamn, what a clusterfuck of an ending.
Oh.
That was a little too much shit for me there.
Little too... Yeah, what a wild ending, almost maybe filling some time, but Finn Balor, Timothy Thatcher.
Yeah, that's going to happen. That's been... But after the match, the clusterfuck continues. Everyone's brawling. I think Bronson Reed's the one, though, who ends up as the lone man standing tall.
He stands tall to end the show, looking good.
Looking good, Bronson Reed. So
Yeehaw.
see if he can climb a ladder. It's better be a big ladder, not one of those wooden ones.
Yeah, they're gonna need a bigger ladder if he's actually going to climb up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But that's it. Should we just jump right into the TakeOver card while we're here?
Yeah, run down this card for me, Mike, because I don't know what it is.
Yes, tomorrow night, TakeOver 30. We got there's a pre-show match, the rare pre-show in NXT. Only the second or third one ever, but triple threat match to determine the number one contenders for the NXT tag titles. You got Breezango taking on One Lorcan and Danny Burch, taking on Legado del Fantasma, who I think are the clear favorites to win.
Yeah, they'll retain. I mean, I support One Lorcan in any way possible.
Yeah, and it looks like him and Danny Burch are back together, so.
Which is nice. Yeah,
they're good. Good, solid wrestlers. That's all they are. Well, that's more than that. But anyways, then we do have another match that was added to the card that you'll be happy about. Timothy Thatcher taking on Finn Balor.
Woohoo!
In what should just be a good old Matt Classic wrestling.
Matt Classic. Worried Thatch Man's gonna go out on his back, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. We'll see. Finn Balor's been pretty aimless.
Yeah, this could open the show, I feel.
It could open the show.
Or
yeah.
maybe I wonder what this main event is, because there is a few matches that could fill that requirement. Yeah,
I don't know, but this one probably won't be the main event. Io Shirai taking on Dakota Kai. I'm sure it'll be a great match, but yeah, Dakota, I don't think she's quite at the level to take the belt.
It's not. Yeah. It's not her time.
No, but she's got Raquel, that wild card, so I'm sure there'll be some close calls here and there.
Yeah,
should be a good. But then we got that ladder match, which could be the show stealer of the whole weekend, because last time was a 5-star match. But we got Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, Velveteen Dream, 5-way match ladder for that title. It's going to be great.
And you know how I feel about this. I'm going Grimes all the way through.
I'm going Grimes as well, I think. Yeah. I think it's his time. I love Slimy Grimy. He's great.
And I don't think none of these guys were in the initial ladder match.
I guess not.
I guess not. Yeah. So it's also nice to see some a whole new set of people in this one.
Yeah. But yeah, of the 5, I think Johnny and Velveteen Dream probably would be the, they've done it before. I'd rather see one of the new blood win.
Of course, yeah, like Grimes.
Like Grimes. But then we do Adam Cole, Pat McAfee, just in a straight up singles wrestling match. But the way it's been hyped, it could be one of the main events of the show.
I think it could possibly co-main event.
It could co-main event. So whether that means second last match, who knows? But it's It's gonna be big. It's gonna be great. What's Pat McAfee gonna wear to the ring?
Shorts. Definitely shorts.
Shorts. Like shorts with knee pads underneath.
Yeah, maybe some knee pads underneath. He does like his sleeveless shirt look.
Sleeveless hoodie.
Sleeveless hoodie thing. Like
cut off
like a
sleeves.
little Randy Orton action there with shorts.
Who's gonna take the W here?
I don't know.
Pat McAfee? Is he gonna kick him in the balls and win or something?
That'd be fun. Is Adam Cole gonna do the job?
Or is Undisputed Era gonna help Pat? Is this where Cole
turn on Adam Cole, baby? No, you can't do that.
I don't know. I feel like this feud either way. Adam Cole's a babyface now.
Yeah.
Whether Undisputed Era wants to come along with it.
Adam Cole's almost turned face now, and I think any sort of scheming shit from Pat McAfee or the rest of the Undisputed Era would just solidify that for us. And right now at the top of the card, there isn't really or it feels like there's more heels right now on NXT. It doesn't really feel like there is we have Keith Lee, of course, but other baby faces.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But yeah, speaking of Keith Lee, another match that could be the main event. Keith Lee defending that NXT title against Karrion Kross with Scarlett. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Lee should lose this belt yet or anything.
Yeah, it's one of those mixes of, Keith Lee hasn't been champion. He's been champion for such a little amount of time, it feels, but Karrion Kross has just been on this war path.
Yeah, they're building him up. So
it's almost like, you don't want either to lose, and of course you don't want a no contest because that's worse than somebody actually winning.
Exactly.
Really could go either way. Fuck, Karrion Kross just seems too dominant. I gotta go Kross, man.
He could do it, I don't know. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be sweet to watch two massive people.
The whole card looks to be pretty fun.
Yeah,
so.
it's shaping up to be an incredible show.
But that's TakeOver 30. That'll be tomorrow night.
And that's where we would have been watching that 2 out of 3 falls stipulation match. At the TakeOver before last year's SummerSlam, and now we're leading up to actual SummerSlam.
Actual SummerSlam. So let's just jump right into that as well.
Run down the card. What about this Screams pre-show? I don't see any tag action set, any SmackDown tag action.
No, but there is a Raw. We got that Street Profits versus Andrade Angel Garza.
Now I hope this is good.
But I'd still go pre-show.
Yeah, it still feels pre-show, but it feels like it wouldn't maybe have to be a pre-show.
Yeah, but the tag titles, the women's tag titles are the only ones that have mattered the past few months, so they can do whatever they want. Let Andrade Garza win because they never win.
Yeah, why not?
They never win the big one.
Andrade hasn't won anything since he was U.S. champ. And then he did a bunch of cocaine, and then they took that away from him.
Yeah, so we'll see. But let's go main card. Apollo Crews taking on MVP for the United States Championship, but Lashley and Shelton are banned from ringside. But that doesn't mean Cedric Alexander is, or other people.
Anybody else associated with the Hurt Business? Yeah, is someone going to turn?
Yeah, you've been trying to recruit
here, trying to recruit and stuff. I don't know. Apollo Crews, you're winning. You're walking home.
Yeah, why not? Then we got the first of 2 women's championship matches. Bayley defending against Asuka. That's SmackDown Women's title. And we might as well just lump it in because Sasha is going to do the same, fight Asuka later in the night or earlier, who knows. But either way, I think one of them is going to lose a belt.
God, I wonder which. Which match happens first?
Yeah.
Because if Bayley accidentally fucks up Sasha's 100% going to fuck with Bayley. Oh my God, so many.
Yeah, I feel like the one that loses will be the second match. Like the first one will retain. And then the second one will fuck up.
Oh, really? So you think there's no chance Asuka wins both?
I mean, there's a chance, but I don't see it. I think she's more likely. I think Sasha is more likely to lose.
So,
not that I want it to happen. That's just what I think.
Well, somebody has to lose. Unfortunately, it might be Asuka in both cases also.
That as well, but that I also don't see.
And just a smoke screen for the whole thing?
Yeah. I mean, they could do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, we'll get some good women's wrestling out of that. But we got Dominic Mysterio making his official debut, taking on Seth Rollins in a street fight.
Yeah, we're excited. We got new ring gear. He'll
ring
have his
here.
whole entrance, of course. We are probably live from the Thunderdome. This is just going to be. I hope they just give him some time. They already know what they're doing. Just let's make it good.
He's shown he's not afraid to take a beating with the weapons.
No.
So we'll get chairs, we'll get tables, thumbtacks. Who knows?
I just want to
If
see
you
a
want-
nice, safe match. No botches.
With
Nobody
weapons.
gets hurt. Well, with weapons, but
Yeah, they'll be safe.
Exactly.
Seth Rollins is pretty safe.
Exactly.
So very much excited for that
Mm-hmm.
one. But then we also got Mandy Rose taking on Sonya Deville in a hair versus hair match, which has become so much more than just the match based on all the things in real life. Are they going to address it? Are they just going to go forward like it's nothing happened? Who knows? But I feel these two are going to burn the house down if they do let them wrestle because they're just going to be fucking fired up and want to do it.
I agree. They've been the promo work between these two, even dating back to Money in the Bank, has been incredible, and this really feels like this is it, or this is the match stemming from all this hate they've had from each other.
Years of fire and desire.
Years and
has been
fire
going
and
towards
desire. Mandy Rose gets the dub.
it. Yeah, Sonya, I think she's committed to the gimmick. She'll shave her head.
And
Or however far they cut it. I don't know.
I hope, and certainly, and whoever's head gets shaved, I certainly hope it's done for more purpose than. Remember that woman on Dynamite, the one that Brandy
Yeah,
Rhodes,
Mel.
I hope whoever shaves their head on Sunday, is done with, it's more meaningful than Mel.
Yeah, I hope so. But looking forward to that one as well.
Yeah.
Most of the card is actually looking pretty good here. We got the Universal title match, Braun Strowman against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. And you know what? I'm hoping Alexa costs Braun the title. She officially joins the Fiend, helps him win the belt. That would be my dream ending.
I think that's the ending that we want. Like you said before, we have this, this Bray turn, this Braun turn, and the Fiend does not lose.
I mean, he shouldn't.
He lost that one time.
The fucking
two
Goldberg
times.
bullshit.
I guess. Didn't
Well,
he lose to
nah,
Seth also
yeah.
that one time?
That was the ref stopping the match, but yeah,
fucking
that was
ref.
stupid. Anyways, he shouldn't lose here. The Fiend should win this belt back.
He should.
And,
It belongs with him.
Alexa.
And WWE needs to start selling those replica belts. You know how many of those Fiend replica belts they bought? They made thousands of them, and nobody bought them.
Yeah. I mean, I could see Strowman winning if, Alexa's out and he's about to, put her through a table and the Fiend sacrifices to save her or something.
Ooh, I like that, too.
Either way, I think Alexa's getting involved, and she should.
And she should. I like that.
But let's go. The final match, I think this will probably be the main event.
Should be the main event.
Yeah. It's been months of build on both of their parts, even when they weren't feuding with each other, just putting in good work, good promos. Drew McIntyre defending that WWE Championship against Randy Orton. And yeah, I think
Randy Orton's gonna win.
I think there's a good chance that Randy Orton wins this one.
Lord. I never thought I'd find myself saying that, especially in this Drew time. We wanted Drew to be champ, for a long time. He finally got it. He was booked well.
Yeah, no one's.
But
I
Randy
think
Orton's just better.
He's just killing it right now, and yeah, he can have a good run. Doesn't mean Drew won't get it back at some point. But we said before, Edge is still lingering in the bushes. Whenever he heals up, he'll. If Randy's the champ and Edge comes back, there's your world title. Possible WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, that's Mania. Mania is Orton Edge for the championship. Yeah, it's so hard to say. Well, I think Randy Orton's taking the win on this one.
Yes, me too.
Yes, you too.
And that is SummerSlam.
That was SummerSlam. That's TakeOver, and hell, that was the whole show.
That was
my
everything
God,
they got.
a bloody marathon of a show. These always seem to happen around These always seem to happen around pay-per-view times with all this AEW stuff changing. So before we get out of here, before we get out of the show, let's give out the Wrestler of the Week.
It's the Wrestler of the Week. Wrestler of the Week. Of the Week. Of the Week. The Wrestler of the Week. Of the Week. Of the Week. Wrestler of the Week. Of the Week. Of the Week. The Wrestler of the Week.
Mike, who nominations, anything like that? We got a big week. Anyone that stuck out to you?
Big week, yeah. There were some good performances in the ring, but I'm going outside the ring for some real life shit here. Sonya Deville, for what she went through and possibly saving her friend's life, Mandy as well, saving both their lives potentially, and one of the craziest stories you've ever heard. Sonya Deville, you win for being awesome.
Sonya Deville. Oh, now I feel like a dick for not. No. No. Sonya Deville, now multiple-time wrestler of the week, really making a name for herself after she didn't win anything last year. Mike, I was actually going to take some of the in-ring action that I got to say. I was actually going to give my wrestler of the week to Retribution.
Hey.
Retribution. So you know what? As soon as I stepped in that production truck, an area in which I'm somewhat familiar with, video transmission and production and audio and those sorts of things, and some of the ways they were altering live footage was incredible. For these performers to not only be professional wrestlers and brick shit houses, but also have such an intricate understanding of advanced audio video equipment, to me was beyond anything else. The way they were inverting images, and because I get the Fiend can do it, he's magic. I get that.
Yeah. Well,
but for
they might just
they took Fiend lessons or something.
No, they might just be talent. Like Dexter Loomis is a real talented painter.
That's
artist.
what I'm
Maybe
thinking, right? And like, if this is Dominic Dijakovic, maybe he learned how to use video editing and these sorts of things to his advantage. And if that's the case, I think Retribution is going to go all the way. If they have this, not just physically imposing thing, like they can mess up your taxes and then you're forced to get audited. Imagine that. How are you supposed to get ready for your big WrestleMania moment with the IRS coming down your back? You see what I'm saying? Like a new way of breaking the system, because that's what Retribution's really trying to do. Retribution, you are my wrestler of the week.
I dig it.
You dig it, baby. Well, you better, because that's the show, Mike. That is the entire show. Remember to rate, review, like, and subscribe. The podcast is everywhere. We're going to probably be back with a normally scheduled show next week, with some exciting action from this past weekend.
Yeah, the next few weeks are going to be crazy.
Yes,
they've already been
with
crazy,
the AEW time switching.
Yeah, we've got a pay-per-view to book in a week. A whole pay-per-view.
Oh my God! Maybe we should do two. We might have to have two shows between then, or else it's just gonna keep going.
We'll converge.
We'll converge, and folks, you just keep opening up that podcast app of yours, and then whenever it pops up, you're going to be listening to the show. Mike, anything else you got to say to the kids at home?
Keep your meat ice cold. I know you like your bologna soft, but if you leave it out, it's going to spoil. So that's all.
You don't want spoiled meat, folks. Okay, take care. We'll talk to you later.